this is where we're being tested. How sincere am I? Am I doing this for Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala? How much is my heart attached to Allah? Am I always thinking about how can I please Allah through my actions? Am I constantly thinking about the reward of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala hereafter? Because that's sincerity. That my heart, it is focused on Allah during these acts of worship. Everything else does not matter. That's sincerity, right? That's what we're being tested on, and that's the struggle. It's not something that's easy, right? Even the ulama and the righteous who preceded us, they would say that. Sufyan al-Thawri would say, "ما عالجت شيئا أشد علي من نيتي لأنها تتقلب علي." That I have not tried to treat something more difficult than my intention, because it constantly flips on me. It keeps changing. So it's being conscious of that and constantly reminding yourself why you are doing it, answering that question, because only you can answer that question. Why am I doing this? Once you've answered it and you have your answer, if the answer is I am doing it for Allah, then khair. If the answer is other than that, then quickly change that and do something about it before it's too late, right? So that's the test that we're facing. Now the issue, it all goes back to the heart. It all goes back to the heart. Whether it is acting upon the Quran, acting hypocritical or not implementing the Quran, it all goes back to how sound the heart is, how healthy the heart is. If the heart is corrupted, then of course the actions are also going to be corrupt.
The exterior.
And that's exactly. Yeah. And that's why I tend to say that, when people say, this is common in the societies that we live in, that someone will engage in evil or do all sorts of bad things, and they will say, but he's pure-hearted, he has good intentions.
He has a good heart.
That's nonsense. You cannot have a good heart or have good intentions and also engage in evil, because the actions that you do and the statements that you utter, they reflect that which is in your heart. If it's evil, then it shows that what's in the heart is also evil. Your heart can't be good, and then your limbs are engaging in things that are evil.
What fruit would you produce? Nothing but sourness.
Exactly.
Sheikh, there's a very popular verse in the Quran where the Prophet ﷺ stands on the Day of Judgment. And he complains about the people. This is a verse which frightens me, and I'm sure I ask Allah to keep me sincere when I say this, and I'm actually frightened of this verse, because there are times in your life when you do have that distant relationship from the Quran because of perhaps impeding circumstances. You might find yourself in a difficult situation and you can't have that close proximity to the Quran like you once did in your early 20s, or when you were a student, when you didn't have errands and you didn't have responsibilities. A mother might go through this same experience whereby she's tending to her children. Is there, I guess, mercy in this verse towards such people?
100%. وقال الرسول, Allah says, وقال الرسول يا رب إن قوم اتخذوا هذا القرآن مهجورا. The Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام is going to come on the Day of Judgment, and he's going to complain about the ummah. His ummah is going to say, Ya Allah, my ummah, they have forsaken this Quran, they have abandoned this Quran. Hajr al-Quran is different types. The first type of hajr, it is the abandonment of the Quran altogether, i.e.